scholars using their books, after which the king converted to Shia Islam. Burhan Nizam Shah then made Shiaism the state religion, and people converted in their thousands. This attracted many Shias to migrate to Ahmednagar. In time, many migrating Shias were given respected posts in the government. The longest surviving Shia who ruled the state in Deccan was that of the Quli Qutb Shahis from 1512 to 1687. When the Bahmani kingdom began to disintegrate, Quli Qutb Shah claimed independence and established Golconda as his capital. Quli Qutb Shah, the founder, was an Iranian from Turkoman tribe. As Persian, Shia observances such as Ashura were commemorated en masse. Many great scholars, poets, historians, religious divines and Sufis from Iran were invited to settle down in the kingdom. This encouraged other Shia to migrate to Golconda, the capital. Various historians have left accounts narrating the zeal of the commemorations, with mosques and Imam Bargahs built to remember Imam Hussain alayhi salam. The Qutb Shahis were known to be highly educated, patronizing further learning in the arts and sciences, attracting many members of the Persian nobility to their kingdom. The height of the Qutb Shahi dynasty was during the reign of Muhammad Quli Qutb Shah, who moved the capital to an area known as Bhavnagar, after which he changed the name of the city to Hyderabad in reverence to Imam Ali. Muhammad Quli Qutb Shah appointed Allama Mir Muhammad Mu'min as his prime minister. Being an architect and a pious scholar, he was asked to design the city according to the Holy Quran. His master plan was based on the shrine of Imam Raza in Mashhad. He is most famously remembered for the Char Minar, an amazingly powerful architectural marvel that stands as another reminder of Shia rule in India. With 4 minarets, 56 meters high, it stands unique in its structure, with some commentators believing it was designed to replicate a ta'ziyah, a traditional model resembling the shrine of Imam Hussain in Karbala. With beautiful, intricate engravings, it brings together various different architectural styles that had come to be distinctive to the Quli Qutb Shahs. Inside the large dome, one finds engravings symmetrically positioned in the shape of an alam with the names of Allah, Muhammad and Ali. With all main roads leading towards the monument, one sees the architectural mastery employed by Muhammad Mir Mu'min. Adjacent to the Char Minar, one finds the Mecca Masjid. Again designed and built by Muhammad Mir Mu'min, the gigantic structure bears the hallmarks of the Quli Qutb style. It is unique in its cube-like structure resembling the Holy Kaaba itself. Completing the capital only a few meters away is Badishahi Ashur Khana, which is the oldest Imam Bargah in the city. Painstakingly detailed, the intricate design is actually a mosaic, revealing the quintessential Iranian design prevailing in the Safavid Iran at the time. Upon advice of the Mir Mu'min, the Sultanate declared the birth of Prophet Imam Ali and Eid al-Ghadir as days of public festivities. During the reign of Abdullah Qutb Shah, an important relic was brought from Karbala to Golconda. It is said that this relic was a piece of wooden plank upon which Lady Zainab was given her final ablution by her husband before burial. This relic was enshrined and preserved into a calligraphic alam with Arabic letters of Allah, Muhammad and Ali. It is said that this alam is the oldest in India. Annually, an iconic procession takes place during Muharram in which this alam is taken from Alawi Bibi in Dabirpur and installed in the name of Imam Hussain at Ashur Khana-e-Zahra in Darul Shifa. While Shias governed regions in the Deccan, in Delhi a new kingdom was emerging. The Mughals were a powerful empire in the north of India who established their reign founded by Babur in the year 1526 when he defeated Ibrahim Lodhi, the last ruler of Delhi Sultanate, in the first battle of Panipat. With a reign that lasted 4 years, Babur's eldest son Humayun became the second Mughal emperor in the year 1530. With a fierce army, he expanded the territories until he came against Sher Shah Suri, who attacked the empire from Bihar in the east. After a 10-year reign, Humayun had to flee, first to Kashmir, then Kabul, then to Tabriz, the capital of the Shia Safavi Empire in Iran.
At that time, Shah Tahmasp Safavi was ruling Iran, and he received Humayun with great warmth, and also not only warmth, but he promised that he would be helping Humayun to get back his kingdom. Humayun stayed there for about 12 years, and it was during that period that the impact and the influence of Shia culture could be seen on Humayun's mind.
In the year 1555, Humayun marched back to Delhi with 12,000 Iranian Shia soldiers. Much had changed in Delhi since he had fled. The death of both Sher Shah Suri and his son Islam Suri left the Suri dynasty in disarray. This opened the way for Humayun and his Shia Persian army under the command of his trusted general Bairam Khan, a staunch Shia, who also served under his father Babur. Retaking Delhi, the Mughal kingdom had restored its capital. However, Humayun did not live to enjoy his success long after. He died and was succeeded by his son Akbar from his wife Hamida Banu, a Persian Shia. With Akbar only 12 years of age, Bairam Khan was appointed to be the king's regent.
When Akbar took over, then Bairam Khan was the teacher and was the guardian or was the regent of Akbar. At that time again we see that lot of Irani influence is there, and people from Iran came here, settled down in all walks of life.
Bairam Khan commanded the Mughal forces in the second battle of Panipat when Himu, a Hindu emperor from north, thought it opportune to retake Delhi after the death of Humayun. With an inferior army, Bairam Khan outwitted Himu, whose army of elephants couldn't break through the Mughal defences.
And Himu was defeated, arrested and brought before Akbar. Akbar refused to assassinate him, to kill him, but Bairam Khan did. And Himu was killed by Bairam Khan. So we see that in all the stages, the impact of Shia help and Shia support is there in the Mughal Empire. The support of Ali Quli Khan Shibani, the support of Bairam Khan, and the support of so many other eminent generals, and also the presence of so many eminent Shias in the court of Akbar is a clear proof that the Mughal Empire owed its existence due to the support of Shia community.
Amongst all Mughal kings, the reign of Akbar the Great was the most unique and significant. Evidently, he preferred to be surrounded by Shias, who would play an influential role within his government. His mother, Hamida Banu, his regent, and his mentor, Bairam Khan, and an entourage of statesmen in his court were all Shia. Akbar's Nauratans, or the 9 jewels, epitomized this reality, a composition of 9 learned men who held a special place in Akbar's court, his inner circle, so to speak. Of them, 4 were Shia. They were Faizi, Abul Fazl, Abdul Rahim Khan Khana, son of Bairam Khan, and Urfi. Each were members of the elite ruling class of Persian Shia who advised on social affairs and matters of state.
The Mughals were, right from Babur, were never concerned about anybody's religion. They were more concerned about their political gains, their worldly aims. So the result was that right from the beginning, even in Humayun's nobility, you will find Shia nobles reaching the high ranks. And under Akbar, this trend further increased.
During the period of Akbar, we find that the Shias actually started coming into their own. It was during the reign of Akbar that a large number of Iranian migrants, not only nobles from Iran, but also merchant communities started migrating from the Safavid lands, and they started gravitating towards the Mughal court.
Emperor Akbar was a devout follower of Shah Mu'inuddin Chishti, whose tomb he visited on foot every year. When his wife, Maryam-uz-Zamani Begum, was pregnant with Jahangir, he sent her to live in the Zawiyah of Sheikh Salim Chishti, and then named his son Salim upon his birth after the noble saint.
Emperor Akbar, he was illiterate. But when people recited the poetry of Rumi, he used to cry. So it was really the poetry of Ishq that appealed to him. And he told his people that if you want to become better human beings, you have to read Rumi,
The aptitude and ability of the Shia during the Mughal period was further epitomized by Qazi Nurullah Shustari, also known as Shahid Salis. His story becomes an integral part of the Shia narrative in India as we know today.
It was in 1585 that Qazi Nurullah Shustari, who belonged to a family of Marashi, theological family, migrated to India. He came to Fatehpur Sikri, joined the court of Akbar. Akbar at this moment of time appointed him to go to Kashmir and carry out, economic and social surveys out there, as I have already pointed out.
The brilliance of Qazi Nurullah was his ability